And a good evening, volleyball fans. We send a hearty welcome to the Thunderdome here in Iola-Scandinavia. At the Iola-Scandinavia High School, it is the Central Wisconsin East in volleyball action. Iola-Scandinavia taking on Bonduel here from the Thunderdome. It is homecoming week for Iola-Scandinavia, so we'll see them a couple of times, both tonight and on the football field Friday night, as they will take on Edgar in a Merriwood CWC football matchup on Friday. But right now, Bonduel getting their warm-ups in. They will start with the serve, as both teams come in with 9 wins on the season, but the conference records are flipped. Thunderbirds come in 3-1, Bonduel 1-3 on the season, as the clock starts to wind down. Last time we were here was a 5-set thriller in comeback fashion for Iola-Scandinavia over WIAA Fremont. WIAA then were able to go and take down Amherst. And a little bit of an upset in the CWC standings. So that leaves Wittenberg right now sitting atop the conference standings. You can find full standings and scores at ZaleskiSports.com. Every football conference in the state, both 11 and 8-man, and select volleyball and boys soccer conferences as well. So as the clock starts to wind down, we will shortly turn over to our public address for our opening ceremonies. It's all going to be right here on Zaleski Sports. And we're going to have your Associated Bank starting lineups following the conclusion of our ceremonies. So we'll keep things right here as we get set. Our anthem concluded, moments away from the opening serve. So let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you this evening by Associated Bank. For every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. We will start with the visitors on the top of your screen from Bonduel. They will have the opening serve, and this will be their starting group. A sophomore, number 3, Peyton Westrick. Freshman, number 4, Casey Wiesenberg. Junior, number 8, Paige Niquette. Senior number 9, Juliana Jacobs, and sophomore number 10, Audrey Jacobs. Senior number 11, Jayla Renke, and their libero is sophomore number 12, Emery Thompson. Again, Westrick, Wiesenberg, Niquette, Jacobs, Renke, Thompson is your libero for Bonduel. In their black jerseys, yellow numbers, blue sleeves and letters, libero in white with blue numbers, letters, and sleeves. And Coach Abby Krull. And for Iola-Scandinavia, Coach Houston Kajewski. They will line up as follows in their black uniforms, orange numbers and letters, orange and gray striping, libero in orange with a white number. For their starters, they will be senior number 7, Emma Prince, senior number 8, Ava Weinreis, senior number 9, Brooklyn Barons, senior number 10, Ava Prince, junior number 14, Charlotte Iserman, sophomore number 23, Maggie Moss, and your libero is number 18, senior Sienna Miller. Again, it's Prince, Weinreis, Behrens, Prince, Iserman, and Moss with Miller as the libero for Coach Kajewski and Iola-Scandinavia. Both teams looking for win number 10. However, again, Iola 2 games up in the conference standings, 3-1 in conference play. Their one loss, 5 sets to Wittenberg. They've taken down Menominee Nation, Manawa, and Waiawega Fremont during the course of that time. Yeah, starting lineups were brought to you this evening by Associated Bank. Wherever market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. I'm glad to have you joining us tonight. My name is Mike Wendlandt. Andrew Borcher on the production side of things tonight as we broadcast from the Thunderdome. This game 1 of 9 going on tonight in volleyball and soccer. Look at Bonduel's conference run. They dropped a 5-setter to Shiocton and Amherst in 5. And then in 4 to Wittenberg, they took down Menominee Nation in 5 days ago. They'll be back in action in 1 week after this, taking on Manawa in conference play. So we get set for our opening serve as both teams go and shake hands at the net front. As our opening serve will be brought to you tonight by El Poblano Mexican-American Grill, bringing a full and diverse menu of breakfast, lunch, and dinner options to Waupaca. Always fresh and always authentic. Stop into El Poblano, County Road QQ in Waupaca. Both teams getting their final words of encouragement to each other. Again, bottom of your screen, near side as I will call it, is Iola-Scandinavia. Far side of the screen, the top of your screen will be Bonduel, with both teams wearing black. Libero waved in. Weinreis will start off the floor. So it'll be Moss, Prince in the front row, Miller, Iserman, and Behrens in the back row. No libero to start for Bonduel. And the opening serve will be Jayla Ranke. And at 7:14, we're underway, and it's an immediate ace for Ranke. Joining the back row by Juliana Jacobs. And back-to-back aces. And Niket also in the back row. 2-0 from the senior. And then a service error into the net. Gives it to the Thunderbirds and Emma Prince, who will start things off. Bears spent a lot of time during their warm-up period practicing their serves. There you go, a good start there. That one tipped over on 2, but it'll be tipped out. By Paige Niket, 2-2 your score. Prince, top spinner, returned. The pass all the way across, a tip over and behind the block. And the kill for Audrey Jacobs, the sophomore. As checking in now will be the libero, sophomore Emery Thompson. Top spinner to Behrens in the back row. Prince with the pass to the center. Ava Prince off a tip and down. Ava Prince gets her first kill of the night. First set tied up 3-3 as the sophomore Maggie Moss is back to serve. And an ace for Moss. Gives the Thunderbirds their first lead. 4 serving 3. Moss serves from the left side, returned by Thompson. Pass for that's a big tip and through for Juliana Jacobs, the senior. As she'll get her first kill as Grayson Woodkey will check into the front row. As Peyton Westrick Side spinning serve returned by Moss. Iserman from the middle, the left-handed swing. Thompson is there. Westrick with the pass across, tipped over. There is Prince. Ava Prince tips it over. Right side left-handed swing dug out by Behrens. Prince middle swing. Ava Prince, that one off the top of the net and over, easy return. Woodkey there again. Prince pass across left side swing off the block. Kept alive for a split second, but the kill for Ava Weinreis, who's back on the floor. 5-4 for Ava Prince. A little bit of a side spinner. And an ace for Prince. 6-4 Thunderbirds. Might as well know, no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need and all at the lowest prices. The dump on two is good from Westrick. Flips the serve over. 5-6 for Audrey Jacobs. Maya Munoz subs into the back row. Moss on the receive. Prince passing to the right side. There's Iserman. That one is going to one-hop the doors and out of play. 6-6. Third time I've called a game in the Thunderdome this fall, and the first two all went 5 sets. I'm not saying it's a harbinger, but I'm not saying it's not. Moss, and then over by Prince. Free ball for Bonduel. But then a misplay. Give and go to Weinreis, and that one tipped off the block and down. Tip kill for Weinreis. 7-6 is Maggie Williams will check in to serve for Iserman. Side spinner into the back corner. Pass near side, dug out by Munoz, and then that goes through the net. And that'll be a kill for Jayla Renke. As Casey Wiesenberg back in. Juliana Jacobs serving. Top spun. Back row attack, and then Behrens hits it into the net. Bonduel takes the lead, 8-7. 5 minutes into the match, first set. And it's through the hands of Moss and an ace. 9-7. Munoz digs it out. Tipped over on two by Behrens. Westrick, I should say. Pass for Woodkey, and that gives over Prince. Rosenthal on the floor. Moss from the back row. It's blocked at the net and then bumped over. Jacobs. Westrick from the middle. Sent wide. No touch. Off the swing of Wiesenberg. As here's Weinreis now serving. Down by 1. A bit of a misplay and then just passed over by Jacobs. Free ball. Prince left side for Moss. Goes with the left. Easy dig. Westrick all the way across, and then that's going to be sent wide. It's going to short hop the bench. 9-9. For senior Ava Weinreis. That one dug out. Woodkey another swing, cross court. Weinreis there on the return. Prince for Moss off the tip. And that one passed over to the back row for Rosenthal. Moss with another chance. That one off a tip and dug out again. Allison Zernicke on the floor. As Westrick is called for a net violation. Thunderbirds back on top, 10-9. That one dug out by Zernicke. Westrick. Juliana Jacobs to the back row. Munoz. Emma Prince. Behrens is blocked at the net and then sent back over and put down by Wiesenberg. We'll have a timeout on the floor in a 10-10 set as you're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Out of the timeout, 10-10 your score here in the first set. As the Thunderbirds will break the huddle, Coach Kajewski had some adjustment she wanted to make, so she calls the timeout in the tie. Back row will be Munoz, Rosenthal, and Miller. Prince, Moss, and Behrens in the front row. As that serve goes to Rosenthal. Miller keeps it alive, and then over by Moss. Free ball for the Bears. Pass to the middle, big swing, but Wiesenberg can't come up with it. Point Thunderbirds for Behrens. Ava Prince back on the floor. Knuckleball into the back row for Jacobs. That one dumped over on two by Niket. Niket, the setter in this rotation. And the swing by Westrick. Moss with the return, dug out. Kept alive and then sent back over for Rosenthal. Prince, Moss with another chance, sends it to the corner. Back pass, and that's going to be too far, and then tipped into the nets by Jayla Renke. 12-10 Thunderbirds here in the first. Brooklyn Behrens will serve. Side spinner dug out by Zernicke. And she'll just have to pass it over, and she can't. It's into the net, an ace, and a 13-10 lead for the Thunderbirds. 13-10. Knuckleball to the back row for Jacobs. And there's Westrick, Rosenthal, Prince all the way across for Moss. Past the block and down. Maggie Moss with the big time kill. 4-point run for Iola-Scandinavia here in the first. And now is the time for that new roofing project that you've been putting off. Call Bob Gould Roofing for that brand new roof that your home deserves. Again, that's Bob Gould Roofing in Amherst. Just off the top of the net and dug out, and that'll be an ace. 15-10, timeout, Bonduel. Thunderbirds on a 5-point run leading into the timeout as you're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
And then out of the timeout, Barron's serve goes long, so the timeout jinx by Bonduel works. 11 serving 15. Back to the top of the rotation, Jayla Renke for the Bears. Miller. Rosenthal keeps it alive, and then Barron's over. It's a free ball for Bonduel. Renke. Dumped over on two by Niket. Moss, just a little tip over the block, and there is Niket again. Westrick from the side. That one is sent long and out. Side out and point Thunderbirds as Iserman will check back in. As Iola-Scandinavia back to the top of their serving rotation. Junior Emma Prince. That one dug out. Big swing, Wiesenberg. Dug out by Miller off the rafters. Prince to Moss. Moss off the block and down. Off the left arm of Casey Wiesenberg. 17-11. And as that one dug out and back over, Prince and to Ava Prince. Returned by Jacobs. Tipped over again on two by Niquette. Pass back. Iserman tips it over the block. That one aimed with the left. There's Moss. Give and go. Moss blocked at the net, through the block and down. 18-11. Another kill for Moss. That's shallow and an ace for Prince. And there's the second timeout for Bonduel. 19-11 Thunderbirds as you're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
As a local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Wapaka has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Wapaka.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
Out of the timeout, Mike Wellen here with Andrew Borchard on the production side of things. Today it's a 9-1 run after Iola took their first timeout, and it was 10-10. They lead at 19-11, and their number one serve, Emma Prince, has to have it dove and dug out, but there's a big swing off the block. There is Prince. Miller. Pass all the way right to left. Moss off a tip. And that's going to be into our official stand. Moss with another kill. 22-11. Thunderbirds first to 20 here in the first set. Prince into the front row, I should say. Westrick now with the pass. That one just top spun over by Audrey Jacobs. Here's Ava Prince from the middle. That one is going to be long, no touch. Side out for Bonduel. Back onto the floor will be libero Emery Thompson. She will serve down by 8. Barron's on the receive. Prince for Moss on the right side. Just a tip over. Iserman with the left. That's returned by Renke. Jacobs returned by Moss to Miller and then bumped over by Ava Prince. Free ball. Pass to the middle. Big swing. Wiesenberg dug out by Behrens. Moss on the left side. Blocked at the net by Jacobs. And that's going to be tipped through by Iserman on the slide. The slide against the grain for the left-hander. As Moss back to serve, 21-12. Student section chanting her name, and that's an ace right on that back line. 22-12. Student section making plenty of noise here in the Thunderdome. 22-12. To the sideline it goes, into the net, another ace, 23-12. And then a service error into the nets. 23-13 as Peyton Westrick will serve. Back onto the floor is Woodkey. Also Addison Hoyard onto the floor. Give Moss a breather. Behrens off the rafters and an ace, and they collide, and I hope Emma Prince is all right. She had her leg taken out by Hoyard as they both went for that one off the rafters, and Prince is limping. That one dug out, and an ace. Into the bench it goes. 23-15. The sophomore Westrick. Behrens. Prince. Ava Prince cross court. Easy return for Westrick to Thompson. Just bumped over by Audrey Jacobs. There's Hoyer. Tipped over by Prince. Right side swing off the block. There is Weinreis. Give and go to Ava Weinreis, and she'll tip it over the block, but out. Point Bears. (23-16). Westrick trying to bring the Bears back into the set, but that one will be long. A service error, and now it's set point for the Thunderbirds. And it'll be Maya Munoz with a chance to end it here. Thunderbirds have 8 set points. Big swing into the net, point set. Thunderbirds 25-16. After that 10-10 timeout, it was all Thunderbirds 15-6. The run they take to take the first. You're watching CWC East Volleyball. One set is in on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back.
It's more than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production jobs at Wapaka Foundry. Make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.wapakafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
So we get set for the second set here on Zaleski Sports. Trying to cash your own future at Wapaka Foundry. Now hiring for a number of open positions with a great environment and the chance to work your way up the ladder and truly build your career. So cash your own future. Jobs.wapakafoundry.com. Thunderbirds will start with the serve here in the second set. They took the first 25-16. And weirdly enough, you look at the key moment in the match, might have been that timeout at 10-10. Coach Houston Kajewski wanted to adjust something, and it worked, and it's going to be an early ace to get things going from Emma Prince here in the second. After that timeout, it was 15-6, the run, and really it was about 13-3. Westrick on the receive. Pass for Renke through the block and down. Early kill for senior Jayla Renke. And she'll rotate back and serve. Zernicki out. Audrey Jacobs onto the floor. Behrens, Miller. Behrens will just pass it over a free ball. Top spinner, there's Moss. Prince back to Moss with a chance. That one will send back to Juliana Jacobs. Pass for Audrey Jacobs, dug out by Miller and back over. Westrick keeps it alive, and that will not get over. Point Thunderbirds on the dig from Miller. She will sub out. Moss back in. Weinreis back on the floor. Moss to serve. And that's into the net. A service error ties it back up at 2 and a side out. Might as well let the restoration experts in Wapaka are the place to turn when things go wrong in your home or commercial business. From weather damage, water issues, fires, sewage, or just general cleanup, let the restoration experts get your home back the way that it was intended. Thompson, top spinner to the back row. Barons on the receive. Pass to Iserman. That one is sent into the corner and wide. Points, Bonduel. Sophomore Emery Thompson, the Bears libero. We'll send that one long. And we're tied back up 3-3. Ava Prince back to serve. Prince was our Highlight House player of the match in that 5-set win over WIAA Fremont. And Weinreis trying to put it back as the receive had gone to the net front, and they just jumped a bit too early and misses. Munoz subs back in after the side out. Woodkey for Bonduel back on the floor. Westrick serving, and she sends one long. It's been a tale for both teams of a bit of inconsistency serving. Thunderbirds were really good against WIAA Fremont with their serving. They didn't have a service error until late in the second set. That one sent Renke. Westrick. That's blocked at the net. Barons. Prince. Back to Brooklyn Barons. What a dig that was by Jacobs. Weinreis off the block in the kill. 5-4. Maggie Williams in to serve. (5-4) Thunderbirds. Renke on the receive. That one tipped wide and out by Jacobs. 6-4. Westrick to the middle. That's a big-time swing and a kill for Juliana Jacobs. Side outs. Katie Rosenthal back onto the floor. She'll take Williams' spot in the back row. Audrey Jacobs will serve for the Bears. And an ace. Perfectly placed right on the sideline. Of course, with playoff baseball starting today, you could say that was a slider. That one long. Service error. Back on the floor will be Allison Zernicke. As Weinreis will serve. Up 7-6. Ace for Ava Weinreis. 8-6. Zernicke, Westrick. Swing, returned by Weinreis and then sent back over. Westrick to the back row, Rosenthal. Prince dumps it on two. There's Renke. Westrick. Tipped out by Renke. 9-6 Thunderbirds. Might as well to experience Wapaka's premier lakefront restaurant at Indian Crossing Casino. You'll find a delicious menu, live music, and stunning lake views all under one roof at Indian Crossing Casino, County Highway Q in Wapaka. That one is sent to the back row and perfectly placed from Juliana Jacobs. She'll get the kill and the side out. Oh, the match is going on right now. Just getting underway. Columbus Catholic and Greenwood in the Clover Belt. Don's coming off their state runner-up last year. Moss blocked at the net, then kept alive. and then just launched over to the sideline. That was in. Zernicke's got to play it. Westrick back to the left off the top of the net, dug out by Miller. Prince. Moss through the block and down. Maggie Moss with another kill. Looks like a pink game for Columbus and Greenwood. Neelsville and Spencer underway first set. Neelsville up 22-19 and also in the Clover Belt. Edgar up 1-0 on Newman Catholic in the Merrillwood as that one's blocked by Moss. Into the net goes 11-7. Barons is serving. That's a huge matchup. 1-0 Edgar. Another pink game. Newman, though, is leading in the second set. You can find all those games at ZaleskiSports.com. Woodkey to the back row. There is Miller. Dunked by Emma Prince, and we're going to have a net call on the Thunderbirds. Niket to Miller. Prince, left side. Ava Prince off the block. Pass left side. Rinke too long, 12-8. Auburn up 2-0 on Stratford. That one over, sliding Zernicke. Swing from the middle, that's blocked off of Wiesenberg. Iserman dug out, nice play there by Niket. And then into the net from Ranke. Point Thunderbirds, 13-8. Pittsville took the first set over Port Edwards. Wapaka 1-0 over Denmark. First set over in Stevens Point, Pacelli and Almond Bancroft. So that one sent long. 14-8. Timeout Bonduel as you're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
In every department at Doll Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Doll Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Doll Auto, simple.
Out of the timeout, remember as well, our friends at Culligan Water, specializing in all of your water softener, drinking water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy. Unparalleled service, convenient delivery options. 14-8. As Prince gets things back underway to Jacobs in the back row. Westrick into the net, point Thunderbirds, 15-8. Iola-Scandinavia. Emma Prince, top of the rotation for Iola-Scandinavia. Into the side, Westrick, Zernicke. Pass was too wide, and Ranke just sends it over for a free ball. Pass to the middle, Ava Prince though into the net, passes a bit too far. Side out, 9 serving 15. Ranke back to serve. Audrey Jacobs back on the floor. Barons, that one into the bench. And an ace for Ranke. Ten serving 15. Iserman into the net. 11 serving 15. A run for Ranke. Might as well that Infinity Exteriors is installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last, saving the communities from unscrupulous contractors. They do guarantee quality that you can trust. Behrens, Miller, then bumped over by Iserman. It's a free ball to Jacobs. Aubrey Jacobs. Same Miller. Moss has had to send it on a tough angle. Pass to the middle. Wiesenberg, though, into the net. Side out and point. Thunderbirds. Weinreich back in. Moss to serve. (16-11). Jacobs, Niquette, Westrick cross court, dug out by Emma Prince. Behrens with the pass. And pass over by Weinreich. Free ball for Bonduel. All the way across, and then into the net is Audrey Jacobs. 17-11. Thunderbirds looking to take all 5 sets here and there. They're going. The JV was a 3-0 sweep. Moss into the back row. Jacobs is there, scrambling, and then Renke just has to launch it over Prince. And then that pass was too tight to the net, and Ava Prince couldn't get it over. 12 serving 17 for Emery Thompson. Remember, for all of your propane needs in Waupaca, Wautoma, Princeton, Fremont, and the surrounding areas, turn to L&L Propane. Specializing in propane, tanks, new installation, filling repairs, moving tanks, and more. As Behrens heard, that's L&L Propane in Waupaca. That's off the block, and Weinreich with the kill. 18-12. As Munoz back out to serve. That's off the block and the kill for Juliana Jacobs. Woodkey back out there as Westrick will serve. Side spinner to Weinreich. She'll get it back and then just send it to the back corner for Audrey Jacobs. Pass in the middle, and that's going to be put through by Juliana Jacobs. Crowd wanted a net call, did not get it. Give and go with Weinreich, and she'll fire one long. (15 serving 18 for sophomore Peyton Westrick. Munoz, Moss, Behrens just top spins it from the back row, or behind the 10-foot line anyway. That one sent cross court and down for Audrey Jacobs. 16 serving 18. Bonduel on the comeback. Munoz, Moss, and that's passes into the referee stand, and it's back within one. 17-18. Keep an eye on Coach Kajewski if she wants to take a timeout. Moss to Emma Prince. Iserman off the block and down. When they needed it, they go to the junior, Charlotte Iserman, to get the kill. And she will head to the bench. Maggie Williams to serve. As old to turn to Farmers State Bank for all of your banking needs. Farmers is proud to support all of the area athletes and wishes all of them the very best this season. Thompson, pass to the middle, and that's dug out off Wiesenberg. Dumped over on two by Weinreich. Back pass Woodkey, dug out Munoz. Tipped right back, kept alive, and then down by Audrey Jacobs. 18 serving 19 as Rosenthal will sub back in. It will be the sophomore Audrey Jacobs serving. Right to Rosenthal. Emma Prince back pass. Weinreich off the block, kept alive by Juliana Jacobs. Tipped back over. Woodkey just sends it over. Kept alive. Top spun by Moss. Pass to the middle, aimed over. There's Emma Prince. Back row Munoz. She'll send it to Westrick. Jacobs. Woodkey off the block and through, and we're tied. A timeout for Munoz to get her shoe back on. 19-19. Audrey Jacobs serving. Munoz. Behrens into the net, and Bonduel first to 20 here in the second set. That one dug out. Dumped over by Prince on 2. Jacobs is there. Westrick. There's a big swing and a kill for Renke. Timeout Thunderbirds down by 2. 21-19 Bonduel in the second. You're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Out of the timeout, 21-19 Bonduel. Run fueled by sophomore Audrey Jacobs, both at the net front and on the service line. Thunderbirds trying to get the side out here, get back within 1. They lead the match 1-0. Moss, Munoz, and bumped over. Behrens gives a free ball to Bonduel. Westrick with the pass to the middle, a big swing off the block. There's Rosenthal. Pass to the middle. Behrens past the block, and the kill. Brooklyn Behrens gets the serve back for Ava Weinreis. Zernicke back on the floor for Bonduel into the back row. Dumped over on 2. Munoz right there. Pass for Behrens. Off the block. No touch. Point Bears. 22-20. Paige Niquette serving. Top spinner Munoz. Prince. Moss off the block, and that's dug out by Niquette. That one sent. Kept alive. And down by Renke, 23-20. And then a service error into the net gives it back to Iola-Scandinavia. 21 serving 23. Ava Prince will sub back in. Munoz will check out, as it'll be Behrens to serve. Into the back row, through Zernicke's hands, and an ace. 22 serving 23 here in the second set. Behrens trying to tie it up here. That one dug out by Zernicke. Westrick to the left side. Renke, he's going to get the kill, and it's going to be set point for Bonduel. Jayla Renke. As here is Niquette to serve. Before it was Jacobs, I should say. So here's Niquette serving. She's got Bonduel's 2 set points if they need them. Miller digs out the serve. Prince. Long point set. Bears 25-22. And this match is tied 1 set apiece. You are watching CWC East Volleyball on this Tuesday night on Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exterior. When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
As we get set for the third set here from the Thunderdome here at Iola-Scandinavia High School. We're tied up at 1. Thunderbirds took the first set 25-16, 25-22 to Bonduel in the second. So we're going to get at least 4. About less than 45 minutes into the match. Bonduel starts with a serve. It'll be Jayla Renke, who had a great second set. They wave in Miller as the libero. So Renke will get things going. Barons on the receive. Pass for Moss in the middle, off the block. There is Renke. Pass and then tipped over, kept alive by Prince. Miller back to Barons. Free ball into the corner. There was Juliana Jacobs and then Audrey Jacobs. Prince dumps it on 2 to the sideline. Audrey Jacobs. Niquette to Westrick. There's Barons. Moss tips it on 2. Niquette to Renke. Down to the back row. There's Miller. And a miscommunication. It'll drop. Point Bonduel. They'll get the first point. Renke, knuckleball, long, avoids Miller, side out. Emma Prince back to serve. Result at Fletcher's Jewelry in downtown Waupaca is a 4th-generation locally owned jewelry store. Find the perfect ring, necklace, earrings, watch, diamond, and so much more. Perfect for any occasion or even offering repairs. That's Fletcher's Jewelry in downtown Waupaca. Point Bonduel. Emery Thompson back out there. Barons. Prince for Moss on the right side. And that is on the line and in. Right on the line. Moss gets the kill, and she'll go back to serve. Weinreis back on the floor. Off the top of the net, Kept alive on the dig by Jacobs. It's returned out. Ace and point, Thunderbirds. (3-2) Iola-Scandinavia. Moss dug out by Thompson. And kept alive off the ceiling, and that'll be another ace. Back to back, 4-2. Moss to Thompson in the back corner. Westrick with the pass all the way across. And then Jacobs off the block will get the kill. Juliana Jacobs send it through as Grayson Woodkey will sub back into the front row as Westrick will serve. That one will be long, a service error. Point, Thunderbirds. Ava Prince serves. Woodkey will send that one long. No touch. Point. Thunderbirds 6-3 Iola-Scandinavia here in the third. Thompson. Westrick to the middle. And then into the net it goes from Juliana Jacobs. 7-3. That one sent to Thompson in the back row and put right back toward Westrick, and that'll be returned out by Jacobs. 8-3 Iola-Scandinavia. Timeout, Bonduel. Thunderbirds on a run in the third set. This match tied at 1 as you're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
As a local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Wapaka has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Wapaka.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
Out of the timeout, 8-3, Thunderbirds on top. Ava Prince, the senior, serving. And one of 2 Thunderbird events this week. Homecoming in Iola-Scandinavia. Football on Friday night against Edgar. Big swing and the kill. That almost goes off of Coach Krzyzewski to me. Jacobs with the kill. 4 serving 8. Munoz back on the floor. She'll play it as a DS in the back row. Audrey Jacobs for Bonduel serving. They go right to Munoz and over Munoz and out of bounds. Another service error. As now Maggie Williams will come in and serve. Serving specialist for the Thunderbirds. 9-4. Into the back row, there's Renke. Zernicke, that's going to be wide off the antenna and out. 10-4. Now one to the back row, Zernicke, Westrick. Big swing, dug out from Renke, and that's going to be into the net. Renke with the kill, point, Bears. Rosenthal back onto the floor. Juliana Jacobs serving. And another service error, long. And it can be sometimes a depth perception thing on a floor. I guess the lines are orange. The out of bounds lines. That one to the back row. Zernicke is there. Westrick from the back row. Jacobs. Kill. Juliana Jacobs from the back row Gets the side out. Miller back on the floor. Paige Niquette back out there. She will serve. Munoz. Barron steps into one off the block. There is Niquette. That one dumped over on two. Should say that was Jacobs, put back down. There's Barron's again. Miller all the way over. Moss sends it in. Kept alive. Pass to the middle. Audrey Jacobs. Emma Prince to Barron's. Over the block. It does not make it to the net. And that will be point Bonduel. 7 serving 11 for Niquette. Rosenthal. Moss keeps it alive and bumped over by Rosenthal. Free ball, Bonduel. Niquette with the pass. Big swing and blocked by Behrens. Our first block kill as Behrens blocks Renke and will go back to serve. Ava Prince back on the floor. 12 serving 7. That one to Zernicke. Called and bumped over on 2. Moss will send one to the back row. That one sent to Miller. High, Prince, high pass. Moss will step into one through the block and the kill. On the floor as well, Brianna Berg for Bonduel, number 18. She's in the front row. 13-7. That one tipped over on 2. Behrens from the back row. There's Zernicke. Niquette. Renke into the net. 14-7. Thunderbirds. That one in the back row. And kept down for Westrick. Thunderbirds are also potentially into the net. Side out. So Westrick will get a kill. Renke back to serve. Top of the rotation. Audrey Jacobs back on the floor for the Bears. Along with Berg, Juliana Jacobs, Westrick, Renke. And another service error. And Niquette. Another serve sent long. Iserman back out there. Emma Prince, top of the rotation, back on for the Thunderbirds. And one dug out by Juliana Jacobs. Pass off the shoulder of Behrens. And Audrey Jacobs gets the kill. They check on Behrens, make sure she's all right. She says, yeah. Look, she got mostly her shoulder. May have gotten a piece of her side of her head as she is holding the left side of her face. But she's all right. Thompson to serve, down by 6. And it goes to Behrens, and it'll be an ace by Thompson. 10, serving 15. Just like these players are bringing their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. As Ava Prince with the kill. So visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big, trusted local, and affordable service. Moss to serve. Can't hear from the student section chanting her name. 16-10. And Moss is going to get an ace. 17-10. Moss has had a really, really good match so far. 17-10. Westrick all the way across. A good pass, but not much on the swing from Juliana Jacobs. Weinreis tips one through. That one tipped by Niquette. And down on the tip from Audrey Jacobs. Point Bonduel. Woodkey back out there. Westrick will serve. 11 serving 17. Moss digs it out to Prince, to Ava Prince, into the corner, and long. 12 serving 17. Westrick to Ava Prince, all the way across, and then Iserman with the left gets the kill. Charlotte Iserman makes it 18-12. Munoz back in, she'll serve. Into the back row for Ranke. Woodkey will send that one to Scandinavia. 19-12. Munoz will continue to serve. Into the back row, Ranke. Westrick with the pass, and into the net, and ace. 20-12. Thunderbirds first to 20. Timeout on the floor taken by Bonduel. We're in the third set and a match tied at 1, and CWC East Volleyball is live on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Keep an eye on things as me being the baseball guy that I am. An update as well. The Yankees lose. Red Sox 3-1 over the Yankees in game 1 there. As we're back underway here in the volleyball court, and a pass is going to be misplayed. It is 21-12. Maya Munoz continues to serve. Thunderbirds rolling here in the third, and then that'll be a service error into the net. 13 serving 21. Audrey Jacobs, who had the run at the end of the second set, will try and go on a run again here. Get the Bears back into the third. Moss digs it out. Pass for Behrens. Through the block and down. Brooklyn Behrens with the kill. Zernicke back on the floor. Williams back on the floor. It'll be Maggie Williams serving. Marsville Mutual of Wausau Insurance protects homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Into the back corner and an ace off of Zernicke. 23-12, and Bonduel out of timeouts. That one off the rafters and down, an ace for Williams. And now set point, Iola-Scandinavia for Maggie Williams, as we're going to get a defensive sub in. Woodkey will depart. Looks like that'll be Autumn Bladorn. Shallow serve returned by Ranke. Back pass, big swing into the net by Jacobs. Point set. Thunderbirds 25-13 as they take a 2-1 lead in the match. Thunderbirds 2-1 as you are watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. B-BT.com.
Big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
More than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production jobs at WIAA Foundry make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.wapakafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
We get set for the fourth. Thunderbirds will start with the serve, up 2-1 in the match. As we play on here on Zaleski Sports, again, my name is Mike Wendland. Andrew Borcher on the production side of things tonight. See what's going on around the area. We'll start in soccer as it is 2-1 Wausau East over Marshfield, second half over in Marshfield. As the opening serve is dug out, the tip to the back line and long from Westrick. First point belongs to Emma Prince and Iola-Scandinavia. Pacelli up 2-0 on Almond Bancroft in the CWC South. Cardinals getting closer to that conference championship. Barons, Prince, Moss off the block, right back to Maggie Moss. Here's Iserman, just off the top of the net and down. The kill for Iserman, who was backpedaling, makes it 2-0. Over in Wapaka, 2-1 Wapaka up on Denmark in that set. Pittsville 2-0 on Port Edwards in the CWC South, and that's put back down by Ava Prince. 3-0 Thunderbirds. It did go final over in Stratford. Auburndale sweeps the Stratford Tigers in the Merrillwood South. Zernicke, that one put right back by Ava Prince. 4-0. Thunderbirds here in the fourth. 1-1 in the third, Newman Catholic and Edgar, Merrillwood South. In the Clover Belt, 1-0 Neilsville, and extra points against Spencer, 26-26 in the second there. And that's dumped over, and Renke gets the kill for Bonduel. Side out for the Bears, down by 3, 1 serving 4. And set point in the second set for Columbus Catholic over Greenwood. They're able to take a 2-0 lead in that match. And all those games can be found on ZaleskiSports.com. Return for Bonduel. There's one with the left and well placed. Audrey Jacobs gets the kill. 2 serving 4. J-Lo Ranke serving for Bonduel, number 1 in the rotation for the Bears. As Miller, that's dug out a couple of times, and then Moss into the net. And just like that, it's back within 1. 3 serving 4. Back-to-back points for Renke. Barons to Emma Prince, to the middle for Ava Prince. That's blocked at the net by Jacobs. Then Jacobs has a right back. Berg, I should say that was with the block. Brianna Berg. Back pass, Iserman sliding with the left hand. That one dumped over onto Emma Prince is right there. Miller with the pass for Iserman. That's into the net, blocked but out. Audrey Jacobs had the right idea. It was off by maybe 6 inches. Didn't miss by much. 5-3 Thunderbirds from Moss. Now into the back corner for Renke. Pass all the way across. That one sent long by Jacobs. 6-3. And Thunderbirds looking to get to 4-1 in conference play. Everyone right now chasing Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. Thunderbirds one of a couple of teams that are one game behind, and there's a kill for Berg from the middle. Brianna Berg with the kill. She'll depart for Thompson. We'll take a look at the CWC East. Prince to Iserman. That's through the block. And another kill for Charlotte Iserman. 7-4. Ava Prince to serve. You look at the CWC East. Wittenberg on top. They're 4-0 in conference, but right behind Amherst and Iola-Scandinavia, both 3-1, as that's into the nets. And an ace for Prince. 8-4. Shiocton and Wywiga Fremont both coming in 2-2. Bonduel and Manuel both 1-3. Menominee Nation 0-4. So your team will have 7 conference matches. As that one off the net and through for Jacobs. And a kill for Audrey Jacobs. Woodkey on the back onto the floor. And she'll serve. Moss, Prince, Behrens to the sideline. There is Woodkey. Niquette. And then into the net it goes. Audrey Jacobs with the attack error. 9-5 for Williams. A little bit of a top spin to Thompson. Niquette to pass to the side and perfectly placed and through for Audrey Jacobs, and she'll depart for Zernicke, who will serve. Rosenthal back in for the Thunderbirds. So senior Allison Zernicke will serve. Bonduel trying to keep pace and get a little bit of run. That can go to Rosenthal. Joust at the net, taken. And we play on. And again, Behrens battling at the net. That one is sent to Munoz in the back row. Pass for now Weinreis. She'll send cross court. Woodkey digs it. That one kept alive by Munoz. Prince with the set, or the pass. Weinreis off the block. No touch, it's out. And no, that is touched. Ruled the touch. Point, Thunderbirds. Called by our down official. 10-6. Ava Weinreis, knuckleball to the back row. That was Woodkey. Big swing right to Weinreis. Prince scrambles to make the pass. Moss blocked at the net by Juliana Jacobs. Moss with another chance, just top spins it. Diving dig by Woodkey. Big swing, dug out there. Put right back again, there's Weinreis. Emma Prince dumps it onto Zernicke. And sent in right on the line by Renke. Perfectly placed by Jayla Renke. As Juliana Jacobs back to serve. Sienna Miller back on the floor, libero for the Thunderbirds. 7 serving 10 for Bonduel. Off the top of that, and a diving dig by Munoz. Behrens has to just pass it over. Free ball for the Bears. There's Niquette with the pass. Joust at the net, won by Behrens. 11-7. Behrens back on the floor, she serve Ava Prince back on the floor. Up by 4. That one put right back by Prince, and there was Niquette to Jacobs. And then Renke into the net on the swing, 12-7. Thunderbirds trying to get a little bit of breathing room here, up by 5. Behrens to the back row and an ace. 13-7. That one for Jacobs to Niket. Good pass, but it does not get over. It went off the top of the net. That's 4 hits. Point Thunderbirds. 14-7. Iola-Scandinavia here in the fourth. I think getting pretty close for Coach Abby Kroll to think about a timeout. Just to slow things down. Behrens this time goes to the right side. Woodkey right to the middle, and there was Rosenthal on the return. Behrens, Moss, Woodkey is there. Berg with the pass. That one aimed with the left. Dug out by Behrens. Back row attack is in right on the corner for Juliana Jacobs. She'll get the kill. Side out. 8 serving 14. As Westrick, who had her first break of the match, she'll be in. As Paige Niket will serve. Down by 6. Miller will dig it out. Settled down by Prince. Behrens from behind the 10-foot line. Berg was there on the tip. That one tipped over and in. Ava Prince. 15-8. Iserman back on the floor for Rosenthal into the front row. Emma Prince, top of the service rotation for the Thunderbirds in to the back line. Renke off the block and through. J-Lo Renke, top of the Bonduel rotation, now back to serve after she gets the kill. 9 serving 15. That one punched to the back row. That one tipped off to Moss, just puts it right back over. Niket the pass. Berg dug out by Moss. Give and go back to Moss. She'll send it to the back row. There is Renke. Left side attack. Long by Jacobs. 16-9. Weinreis back onto the floor for Maggie Moss. That'll lead to a timeout on the floor. 16-9 Thunderbirds. You're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
First timeout taken by Bonduel. Thunderbirds up 7, 16-9, trying to close it out in 4. Maggie Moss will serve. And Michael here with Andrew Borcher on the production side of things. Westrick on the pass. That one just top spun. Moss is there. To Prince, to the middle for Ava Prince. She'll aim it to the sideline. There's Renke. Big swing off the block and through. Audrey Jacobs gets the side out for Bonduel. Berg will head off. Emery Thompson back in. Behrens right there on the receive. Prince just bumped over. That one aimed and through for Juliana Jacobs. Juliana gets another kill. 11 serving, 16. Emery Thompson. That one sent. Thompson is there. Scrambling is Niket to pass it over. Into the corner it goes. Behrens. Prince all the way across for Weinreis, and she sends it off the hands and through. Ava Weinreis with another kill. As Maya Munoz will be in to serve. 17-11. And glad to have you joining us wherever you may be tonight. CWC East Volleyball. That one dug out by Munoz. And Behrens will tip it over. Diving play made by Renke. And that one is going to be in by Juliana Jacobs. Another kill for Jacobs. Woodkey will sub back in for Westrick, and she'll serve. Down by 5. Woodkey into the net, service error. 18-12. Maggie Williams will serve. And we'll see the Thunderbirds again on Friday night for football. We're going to see the Amherst Falcons on Thursday in volleyball. They're going to have non-conference against Pacelli over in Stevens Point. I'll be there for that one. You can again find our full schedule at ZaleskiSports.com as that one is spinning off the basketball court and the rafters and down for Weinreis. 19-12. Thompson, Jacobs, and then Renke sends it over. Prince all the way across. Weinreis side spins one. Pass this time to the left side, and that's going to be shallow, and it's 20-12. Thunderbirds first to 20 here in the fourth. 5 points away from the match. And a 4-1 conference record. And that one is long. Service error, 13-20. Rosenthal back in. Okay, you look ahead to these two teams. Bonduel, their next conference in a week, they got Manoa. For the Thunderbirds, they go to Shiocton in a week. Rosenthal on the receive, dumped over by Prince and kept alive by Zernicke, but it's going to find the floor. 21-13. Thunderbirds conference season will then wrap up the 14th against Amherst. That could be a huge one. Timeout, Bonduel. 21-13 Thunderbirds. You're watching CWC East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Out of the timeout, 21-13 Thunderbirds. As Weinreis, that one dug out. Niquette back to Juliana Jacobs. That's off the top of the net, put right back and through by Renke. Jayla Renke with another kill. 14-21. It'll be Juliana Jacobs serving as Miller back in as the libero. Rosenthal to Prince. Behrens. There was Jacobs. Woodkey. That one top spun to Miller in the back row. Prince across for Moss. Moss off a tip. And there was Zernicke. Stepping into one off the top of the net. Behrens punches it over. Woodkey. Niquette. Berg blocked at the net by Behrens. That one top spun. Miller digs it out. Behrens scrambles. Moss will send one to the back row. There's Jacobs. Pass back row attack for Jacobs. Long. 22-14. Ava Prince will sub back in as it will be Brooklyn Behrens serving. That one is Renke with another kill. Thunderbirds will be fine trading points. Up by 6. Or up by 7, I should say. Sometimes when the scoreboard unblocked by the basketball, whether it's 15 or 16. That one off the top of the net. Moss, though, quick reflexes is right there. Ava Prince off the block and down. A kill for Ava Prince. 23-15. As we will get the wireless ready and good to go just in case this one ends soon. Miller, Prince, Iserman sends it wide. One hops to the crowd. 16-23 here in set number 4. Renke serves, knuckleball to Behrens. Prince in the net and then down, an ace for Renke. 17-23. Thunderbirds still with some cushion. Miller on the dig, tipped over by Ava Prince on 2. Renke is there. Niket, Westrick, cross court, got it. 18-23. We'll see when Coach Houston Kijewski decides to call a timeout. I think if it gets to 20, she'll take it. Moss, Emma Prince to the middle. Ava Prince, there was Niket. That one to the back row. There's Behrens. Prince all the way across for Moss. Left side swing, down. Maggie Moss, another kill. She will serve match point. Thunderbirds have 6 potential match points if they need them. Maggie Moss trying to end it. Jacobs. Niket. Moss is there. And a miscommunication. Meisner trying to get out of the way. That'll drop. 19-24. Thompson needs 5 in a row. Otherwise, this match will be done. The sophomore, Emery Thompson. Moss. Prince. Weinreis off the block, and this match is over. 25-19, the score in the 4th. Iola-Scandinavia gets to 4-1 in conference play as they take it in 4. Stay tuned. Your WIAA Foundry postgame show is on the way next. We'll be down the floor with Coach Houston Kijewski and a Thunderbird player right here on Zaleski Sports.
The mission at WIAA Foundry is to provide all of the world with our great quality castings.
I think it'd be kind of hard to find this sort of environment working anywhere else. It's a little bit different than your typical factory setting.
People think that we just pour, we pour a few castings, but like here at Plant 1, we're pouring, 3,000 different parts.
There's a lot to learn, and it's fascinating. When I started and I said that to myself, well, if I don't give it a shot and I don't try out the job, I won't know if I actually like it.
I stay because of my team leader and my foreman and the guys I work with over there. They make it fun and easy and interesting. They're willing to help. They're willing to teach. They give you the time to learn.
As long as you show up, you do what you're supposed to, you ask questions, and you put your best foot forward, you literally can keep moving up.
One of the things that has kept me tied to the company is how do you feel? When you go every day to a place, you belong to a team, you have opportunity for growth, that's the right place to be.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
WIAA has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. They've sent me to school. I have an associate's degree now. I take pride in that because I've always wanted to have a college degree, and now I have it, and WIAA has supplied that to me.
I feel like we are an elite team that keeps this place running in Melton Iron, and I like to feel part of something bigger.
I enjoy working with everybody. I love being up here in Wisconsin.
It's like a brotherhood. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's looking out for everyone.
The people that make up WIAA Foundry are just really genuine, hard-working people.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
We build a good sense of camaraderie with our teams, so it just allows for a more well-rounded and healthy work environment.
It's not just a job, it's a career.
What our differentiator is, WIAA is a company First, it has a welcoming culture. So no matter what your background is, if you are coming, willing to do your job and contribute to the company growth and also growth yourself, you will find the right place.
We make products that help people. I don't ever want to have to worry that you get in your vehicle and you go home and something breaks or fails because we didn't do something right on our process. It all matters.
WIAA Foundry, it's one of the largest iron foundries in the world, and it's right here in WIAA, and I love that.
Back here with your WIAA Foundry post-game show. To jumpstart your career, go to jobs@wipakafoundry.com. Michael here with Coach Krzyzewski and Brooklyn Barons. And Coach, I got to ask, in the first set, it's 10-10. You take the timeout to change something up, and after that, you guys took control of that first set, I guess. What was your mindset calling that timeout and just trying to calm things down?
So we didn't really change too much up. We just weren't playing our game. We were very slow. I think it's been a long week, even though it's Tuesday, out toilet papering. Okay, homecoming week, and that timeout was just to get everybody moving and talking.
And it definitely worked, and especially then your serving kind of took control too. You were the much better serving team tonight, I guess. How big is that to see this team finding consistency with a number of different players on that back line?
Like I said this last time, we practice it. We can't be good at it unless we're practicing it. We do a lot of aggressive serves, serve receive, everything like that. When we practice serve receive, we know what our weaknesses are, so we know what other teams' weaknesses are going to be as well.
And in a match like this, obviously, big conference implications between this. When you guys stay a game out of first place, maybe depending on how Wittenberg does, you could even be ended tomorrow tied. What does it mean to get another conference win, get to 4-1 in conference, and to still kind of control your own destiny a little bit?
I mean, that would be great. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much. We know we have to work every single game. Everything's going to be tough, but we'll just see if it happens. If not, we'll just keep fighting.
And I got to ask as well about all the seniors you have. Obviously, their last homecoming, they come in to get a win on homecoming week. How big is that, do you think, for a lot of these players in their final homecoming to get that big Tuesday win?
I think that was huge. I don't know if you could hear the bench from where you were, but our bench kept everything going.
Well, Coach, again, great job. Good luck down the road, and we'll hopefully see you Thunderbird soon.
Thank you.
We jump our house player of the match, Brooklyn Barons. I guess talk about, as a sixth rotation player, what you were seeing over the course of this match, a warm September still, and just trying to kind of keep your energy up.
Well, it's like Houston said, it's been a long week, but we start off strong, and then we like to keep playing at that same level. We don't like to plateau. We like to keep increasing our energy, and I think that's what kept us in this game.
And what was your mindset when that timeout was taken, 10-10 in the first, tied set? That's not usually that spot where you see timeouts, but it seemed to calm you guys down. You guys went on a 15-6 run after that.
Yeah, I think our timeout really helped us stay calm, and then we kind of talked about things that we were lacking, like if our energy was down, that's what we talked about, and some open spots that we can hit, and I think that really brought us back into that game.
And now as well, conference winning streak continues, a really convincing one tonight, I guess. What does it mean for you to be right in the thick of this conference race and still just one spot out?
It's exciting. It's nice to know that we're on a winning streak here and that we can just keep up this energy and keep this winning going.
And then it was for you as well as all the other seniors. What's it like your last homecoming? You get the win here, and I guess what's kind of that attitude now going for the rest of the week?
It's exciting, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Sounds good. So we're going to do one last thing. You see our camera up there. I'll give you this, Carol. I'll count you in. I think you've done this before, haven't you? Oh, just go. I'm Brooklyn Barons. I'm in the house, okay?
Okay.
Boom. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Brooklyn Barons, and I'm in the house.